The Orchard That Waited. There was once a village hemmed in by steep cliffs on 3 sides, and on the fourth by a restless river. It was a place where life was hard, the soil thin, and the winters long. Yet, at the farthest edge of the village, stood a strange orchard, an orchard no one claimed. The trees there bore no leaves in spring, no blossoms in summer, and no fruit in autumn. They stood skeletal and silent, like guardians waiting for something that never came. The villagers avoided it. Children were warned not to wander there, and farmers ploughed their fields in careful arcs so their furrows never touched the orchard's roots. Only one person dared visit often, a boy named Enrique. He was small, quick, and restless, always searching for something that would make the world feel larger than the cliffs and river allowed. One dusk, while the rest of the village gathered for supper, Enrique slipped into the orchard. He ran his hands along the bark of a tree that seemed older than the cliffs themselves. To his surprise, it was warm, pulsing faintly like a heartbeat. Startled, he pressed his ear against the trunk and heard whispers. They weren't words he knew, yet they felt like meaning brushed against his mind. That night, he dreamt of the orchard in full bloom, each branch heavy with golden fruit. In his dream, villagers reached up, plucked the fruit, and with each bite their faces softened. Their backs straightened, their worries fell away. When he woke, his hands smelled faintly of flowers, though none had been there. The dreams came again, each stronger than the last. Finally, Enrique told the village elders. They scoffed, saying hunger made boys imagine wonders. But when Enrique led them into the orchard at dawn, something had changed. The first pale bud had pushed through a branch, glowing softly like a lantern in the mist. Days later, blossoms spread across the orchard, filling the air with perfumes sweeter than honey. By harvest's end, the trees sagged with golden fruit, just as in Enrique's dream. Those who ate it found not only strength for their bodies but a lightness in their hearts, as though burdens they had carried all their lives had been set down. From that season forward, the orchard bloomed faithfully each year. The villagers called it the Orchard That Waited, for they believed it had slumbered for centuries until one boy's wonder had awakened it. And as for Enrique, he never stopped listening. Even as he grew old, he would press his ear to the bark and hear the orchard's whispers, reminding him that patience often hides miracles, waiting for someone brave enough to believe.